raise my eyes to the glorious heavens, the azure blue of the sky is tempered by a gentle breeze that flows across my skin, comes from within. How can you know the meaning of your life until you're connected to the power that created you? By the grace of Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Shri Mataji, Nirmala Devi.
Just love for my children. And that is how I've worked, and it has worked out. You can see for yourself how you have learned to love each other. I wish all over the world people develop that love, that universal love for each other. All our problems will be finished. No wars, no ill feeling, nothing. Only there will be a beautiful wave of love among ourselves. All these things can happen, and we can reside in a very calm and collective way all the time. What is happening today is not of my liking, because to me they are all one. Or what is the need to have fights and to have differences? If they could just meditate, they will know that they are all one. There's no difference at all. My only wish is that all of you should get your realization and that you meditate. May God bless you. Thank you.
When it seems the whole world is turning without you, just have the faith in your heart and know that truth will see you through with the peace and love of the gracious dove. How can you know the meaning of your life until you're connected to the power that created you? By the grace of Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Shri Mataji, Nirmala Devi.
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. Good evening. So we can all start by collectively bowing down and raising our Kundalini and giving ourselves power. Now we'll sit comfortably and bring our attention inside. Just look at Mataji's bindi for a short while. And we'll pray, Mother, please bring me into thoughtlessness in this meditation. I surrender to you, O Mother. I'm simply your instrument. So we'll start by keeping up both our hands towards the Mother Earth, and we'll say the mantra to Shri Adi Bhumi Devi. And we'll bring our attention to the Mother Earth. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. O Shri Adi Bhumi Devi, please remove all the blockages within me that prevent my attention from being only on my ascent, and that prevent me from getting into thoughtlessness. Thank you, Shri Adi Bhumi Devi, for allowing me to walk upon you. Forgive me for any mistakes I do against you, knowingly or unknowingly. You can say the mantra to Shri Ganesh. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We'll bring our left hand back on our lap. And keeping our attention on our sastra and our left channel, we'll say the mantra to Shri Mahakali Bhairava. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Oshu Mahakali Bhairava, please come into my left channel. Mother, please remove all the negativities from my past, all the negativity and obstacles within me in the form of lethargy. May the pure qualities of my left channel be established. May my left channel come into balance. O Divine Mother, you are the master of the left channel. I surrender to you. We'll bring our right hand back on our lap, and we'll bring our left hand towards the ether. And now we'll bring our attention to our right channel, also keeping our attention on Sasara. O Divine Mother, only you are the only you are the ego. Ego in you is all sense, and ego in myself is nonsense. O Divine Mother, may I have the attention which can recognize the ego within myself. May I not be influenced by my ego. May my attention only be on pleasing you. And say the mantra to Shri Mahasaraswati Hanuman. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Om Dyoho Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Samaha Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Om Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. O Shri Hanuman, O Shri Mahasaraswati, please bring my right channel into balance. May the actions I do be in thoughtlessness. Please bring me to that level. And bring your hands back on our lap. Now say the mantra to Shri Nirmala Vidya. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Vidya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Shri Nirmala Chitta. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Chitta Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. O Divine Mother, please improve my attention. May my attention be your instrument. May it be a sharp instrument. May my attention be on what you desire it to be on. May it be the attention which acts. Now with our attention on Shrimataji, we'll invite Shrimataji into our chakras, keeping our attention on her. Thank you, our Divine Mother, for allowing us to, or for taking us into your chakras. So keep our attention on Muladhara, and we'll invite Shrimataji into our Muladhara chakra in the form of Sri Ganesha. We'll bring our attention to Swadhisthana. O Divine Mother, you are Shri Brahma Deva Saraswati. Please come into my Swadhisthana chakra. I surrender my Swadhisthana chakra to you. And bring attention to Nabhi. And we'll invite Mother into our Nabhi chakra. We'll invite Shrimachi now into our void. We'll invite Shrimachi into our heart chakra now. We'll now invite Shrimachi into our Vishuddhi chakra. Shrimachi, verily, you who are Shri Radha and Shri Krishna, please come into my Vishuddhi chakra. Establish your qualities within me. We'll bring attention to Ajna. O Divine Mother, you who are Shri Jesus and Shri Mary, Please come into my Ajna chakra. I surrender to you, O Divine Mother. Now bring our attention now to Sasra. And we'll keep our attention on Shrimataji Sasra. Or just keep our attention on Shrimataji. O Divine Mother, please bring my attention to the level where it becomes the instrument of the collective consciousness. You can say the third great mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. So we'll listen to Shrimataji doing the Krishna Puja. So this will be an audio playing from 1998 on witnessing without reaction and allowing the divine power to act.
But why did they indulge into such violence? And they wanted to finish all the Jews of the world. It can be very, very dangerous because once you start losing your witness state, you can fall into negative collectivity. And thus, this negative collectivity acts in such a bad manner that all the conflicts of the world, all the problems of the world perhaps are related with this. So as Sahaja-yogis, what should we do? We should not react. We should not react. If you see something wrong, all right, you meditate on that. You meditate. If you find anything wrong happening, all right, meditate on that. If somebody is unkind to you, at that moment do not react. Afterwards, when that person is quietened, you tell him or tell her. Because at that time when he's so volatile or she's volatile, if you tell, nothing will happen. Gradually, I don't say always you can win over such people, but gradually you may be able to make them understand that it's wrong. It's wrong to do things which they have been doing. In a way, you see, the reaction to anything which is stupid also can be very self-destroying. Like some people have built-in reactions, like you have seen this Mr. Clinton behaving. I mean, you can't understand a man of his stature, of his level should have such reactions. But must be from his childhood, or I don't know how he built it up. Now he is in trouble. Very shameful. This also is, I think, perhaps comes from a very great indulgence into reactions. Why should you react to a woman? I can't understand. Or to a man. And this is one of the biggest problems of today's culture, especially in all the developed countries. That all the time men are looking at women, women are looking at men. For what? Perhaps they look at women because they want to see how many women are looking at them. Or they look at men perhaps, maybe that how many men are looking at them. Why? Why is this happening? Because they have some inferiority complex in them, or that they want to attract the attention of everyone. I mean, horrible things are done these days to attract the attention of others, to get the sympathy of others. I mean, if you see the level of your awareness, where it goes, you'll be amazed. Like they say, one lady killed her 8 children just to get sympathy from others. Think of such horrible things people are doing. Now, if you want others to have reaction, you do this. That you want others to see you or to react to, I don't know, to give you importance, you can say. But what's the use of such an empty importance? But people are seeking. And is a very common disease of modern life. All the time, how you should look, how you should appear, how you should walk. Everything is so stupid and wastage of energy. God has created human beings very, very different. None of them are copies, no, no. Even in the nature you find the leaves of trees. They are so unique, you cannot match them with another tree. So that's how human beings are created, differently. They are made like that. One has to accept whatever you are is all right. Why do you want to look like another person? This kind of reaction is extremely stupid, I think, that we are spoiling our energy and life for something absolutely worthless. Now, you being Sajogis, your worth is great. You have come here to emancipate human beings from these silly ideas and foolish ways, the way people are behaving. I don't know whom to blame, but suddenly our attention has become very diversified. Our reactions have become very, very funny. One doesn't know why people react like that, and then why do we worry about what people react? All these things are not only on individual level, but also on a collective level. As a result, you see, new kinds of value system has been created. Now for a mother, say for example, she'll boast of how many men are running after her. Or she would think she's a great actress. I don't know what they think of themselves. And the way they talk about themselves is something surprising. If she is a mother, she has to be a good mother and she has to look like a mother. But they are so much engrossed, or they are so much standing on the basis that they have to be extremely attractive, they have to be the queens, or I don't know what a position they want to have. Same with the men. You see, if you have something within you, if there is any quality within you, is there anything that can qualify you as a great man, it will be showing. You don't have to advertise, you don't have to pamper it, nothing. It will be showing. So that indifference, if you have towards the public opinion, I think you can achieve a lot. Most of the frustrations will disappear. In Sahaja Yoga also I have seen people want to show off a lot. I know who does that. But they should know. Once you do not react to outside, you will start reacting to inside, and introspection will start properly. When you see yourself, you'll be amazed how admiring you are, how happy you are. Now, if you go beyond that a little more, then you don't think of all these things. You just become thoughtless and you just stand up as a person who is respected, whose company is wanted, who is loved, and who is cared for. So one should not worry as to what people react, what they say about you, what they think about. You should just introspect and see for yourself. After some time, you don't need even introspection. It is a kind of a state I am talking about, where Sri Krishna told Arjuna that I will not fight. So in between me and the army, my army you have to select. So Kauravas said, no, we'll take our army. Your army. You give us your army. And we'll strengthen our army. But Arjuna said, I don't want army, I want you. You don't want to fight, it's all right. Because Though he will be there in a witness state only, he won't be fighting, but his power will act. He doesn't have to fight. He doesn't have to do anything but his own power, which is outwardly is silent, but will act, and that is how we will win the war. So, this power of witnessing, you all should develop. Try to develop it. That when you are reacting, stop reaction. Stop reaction about everything. You will be amazed. You will find yourself a very, very powerful person, in the sense you will have no ambitions. You will have no desires. You will have no special fondness or anything. But just you are witnessing the drama. It's very interesting to witness also, because then you understand the humor behind everything. You understand the stupidity behind everything. You understand also how people have been so violent, and you just laugh at it. You don't get upset, excited, nothing. Just laugh at it. After some time, you'll be amazed. Your witness state will increase. And when in the collective, all of you have that witness state, you can do wonders without doing anything, without saying anything, without acting. Only your presence itself can work it out. I don't say that it will have effect on everyone, no, can't say. But most of the people, any person who is in that state, he is the one who brings peace, he brings joy. I'll tell you a story of a Sahajogi who was going to another island. He was living in an island for Sahajoga work. And he found the whole sky was covered with very black clouds, thundering clouds. So just looked at them like this. And he said, wait till I come back. I'm going to do mother's work. He went to another island. He did the program, everything happened. And when he came back, he wanted to sleep. And suddenly it started raining and thundering. Even the nature understands. Nature understands that you are in that great state of witness. But if you are very ambitious, even in Sahajoga I have known people who are very ambitious. They want to become leaders, I don't know what else. Actually, it's all a myth. All mythical things they want to get to and worry their heads about mythical things. Once you learn how to witness, you will know the myth, you will know the absurdity, you will know the Maya. So to overcome the problems of personality, the best thing is to witness. Practice witnessing. Everything. Before talking, practice witnessing. Before giving any comments, just start witnessing. It's a very, very satisfying attitude. In Sri Krishna's life, the greatest power, he was a witnessing personality. Without doing anything, without taking a sword in his hands, without talking about fighting, he is the one who has helped Pandavas to win the war. Not only, but through his Gita, he has tried to tell us what we have to do to win the war over evil. Whole Gita is the witness state he is described about. If you read it, Gita now, from this angle, you'll be amazed to find that everywhere he is like a witness, describing everything, whatever he sees. And he will tell you how this witness state has helped him to understand also human beings. He is a man who was, we should say, was not such a big businessman. Because first he told you that how to become Sthitaprajna. Sthitaprajna is the one who is in the witness state. If you see all these verses on Sthitaprajna, is nothing but a person who is in witness state, how he lives, how he is happy, how he looks at things. It's interesting, very interesting. First he describes that, not like a shopkeeper who will describe first the bad thing, but he starts with the best. Then he goes down to other things and tell you that whatever are the three aspects. The first he talks about karma, and many people get stuck at that point, that whatever karmas we are doing, we'll get the punyas out of it. But he is not. He didn't say that. If you know him, then you will know he never meant that way. What he says, that whatever karmas you have to do, you can do it, but leave the results to the divine power. Results are from the divine power. Now maybe that some people think that they have got money because they have done good karmas and start doing all kinds of bad karmas with that money. He didn't say that. He said, leave the results to the divine power. Because divine power knows best what is for you. And so, if you think you have done something good, you have served somewhere to the poor, you have done something really good for the women or anything, the result of that, you leave it at the feet of the divine power. Means that you don't build up an ego for whatever you have done. So very well he has written this, but to understand him, one should have again the witness state to see what he has written about karma. Then he has written about jnana. Jnana means where you know. But that doesn't mean you go on reading books, never. Jnana means to know what you are. That means you have to be a Sahajogi, by which you know so many things through vibrations. Jnana doesn't mean reading books. By reading books, you become more ignorant. So jnana means that you must know yourself. If you do not know yourself, you do not know anything. So it comes to that you must get your self-realization. You must know yourself. It's the second thing he has said. Lastly, he talks about bhakti. Bhakti is devotion. That too is another trick of Sri Krishna, the way he describes bhakti. Now you find people on the street, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, singing. In one word he is concluded. He says you must do Ananya Bhakti. Ananya means when there is not the other. That means when you are submerged yourself into the divine. You are one with the divine. Then you should do bhakti. Otherwise, I do not accept. He says that if you give me some leaves or some fruits or some flowers, I will accept. I will accept. But for him, the real bhakti is only possible when you become one with the divine. Otherwise, it's just a show. So, the third bhakti part also comes after self-realization. Now, in the bhakti, you see, there is no what the value is and how much you paid for it and how you bought it is not important. For that, and a great example is of Sri Rama when he went in the jungles. There was an old lady from the scheduled caste, means she was one of the Bidlini, as they call it. These people live in the jungles. So she brought some berries and offered it to Sri Ram. And she said that I have tested all of them and they are not sour. All of them I have tested. Now after testing something in India, people call it's become not to be eaten. I mean, we cannot taste something, give it to somebody else. It's not done according to Indian culture. But Sri Rama took it. He took it as what beautiful fruits. I have never eaten such fruit. So Lakshmana got very angry, said, you stupid woman, you have eaten these fruits and that's what you are giving to Sri Ram. Why did you do that? So Sita was watching. So she asked him, why don't you give me some of these fruits? He gave. She said, my God, what nice fruits these are. I have never eaten such good fruits. So then Lakshmana also, his temper came down and he said, can you not give me some? He said, why? You were so angry. Why should I give? So ultimately, she gives him that fruit. So what did he see in those fruits? Was the love. The love of this old lady living in the forest. Her love, which was important. So when you want to give something also, it is your love which is important. Not how much you paid, what value you have spent, nothing. It's the love with which you do it. And that love should be evident. If such things can happen, even with Sri Krishna, the same thing happened. He went to, they called him Hastinapur in those days, where these Kauravas were ruling. And the king was the Duryodhana. And he asked him, you come and stay with us and have food. He said, no, I won't be able to come. He goes to another person, Vidura, who was the son of a maidservant, Vidura. Because Vidura was a realized soul. He was a realized soul. So he went and ate in his house where he had cooked very simple food. Because he was a realized soul, to him, he was the best to have food with. So, your value system should be based on such things like love. Where you can get love, you should be attached to that person. Where you get a realized soul, you should be attached to them. And not to worldly people who think no end of themselves and think that they are great. They may be. But to you, as Sajogis, is the love of people which should be respected, should be understood, and to be felt. But if you have no witness state, then you will see how much money this man has got, how many cars he has got, what clothes he is wearing. All these considerations will be there. But in a witness state, you will understand that you will get vibrations from this person. You will understand that person is spiritual. And that's how you will stick to such a person. You will not go for artificial things, but a genuine personalities that are there. May God bless you all. Thank you.
So for the last few minutes, we'll just sit in meditation, in thoughtlessness. And keep our attention on Sasra as well as on the heart now. As these two chakras are connected. can say the mantra to Shri Sadashiva. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sadashiva Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Thank you, Mother, for looking after me throughout the day and for nourishing me and for protecting me. May I rise much higher than I was before. Jai Shri can bow down and raise our Kundalini and give ourselves abundance.
Maya honey, conditioner.
गौरभरण बदन सोए गौरभरण बदन सोए अंग बभूत सोए अंग बभूत सोए अत सोहे त्रिशूल कर अत सोहे त्रिशूल कर चंद्रमा ललाट सोहे चंद्रमा ललाट सोहे ब्रह्मा गणेश शेष ब्रह्मा गणेश शेष नारायण नारद मुनि नारायण नारद मुनि जपत नाम अस्तुत गाय जपत नाम अस्तुत गाय जय हर हर शिव शंकर जय हर हर शिव शंकर निरत तांडव शिव निरत तांडव शिव निरत तांडव शिव निरत तांडव शिव कैलासपति महेश कैलासपति महेश डमरुनाद अत गंभीर डमरुनाद अत गंभीर शब्द बजत हर 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 शब्द बजत हर 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 चंद्रमा ललाट सोहे चंद्रमा ललाट सोहे चंद्रमा 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 ललाट सोए चंद्रमा चंद्रमा ललाट सोहे चंद्रमा ललाट सोहे गमदनि सारे साध सनि दप तमप गम रे 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 सा चंद्रमा ललाट सोहे चंद्रमा गम पदनि सरि सनि दपम चंद्रमा सनि धनि सरि सनि दपम चंद्रमा पम गम नि दपम गम गम चंद्रमा ललाट सोहे चंद्रमा दद पप मप गम द पम प गम नि दप मप गम पदनि सरि सनि द सनि दपम गम पदनि सनि दपम ग सनि दपम ग चंद्रमा ललाट सोहे चंद्रमा ललाट सोहे गम पदनि द गरि सनि दप मप गम पदनि सनि दपम गम दप मप गम पम गरि गम पम गरि गम गरि स चंद्रमा ललाट सोहे चंद्रमा ललाट सोहे जटा झूठ गंग सोहे जटा झूठ गंग सोहे गरे सोहे रुंडमाल गरे सोहे रुंडमाल सोहे चन्द्रमा